In this video, we are going to explain the institutional support to small and medium enterprises, particularly in Indian context. We know that the small scale and medium enterprises require both financial and non-financial supports. They are equally necessary to make an enterprise function smoothly. Finance and other supports are just like legs on an enterprise stands. Availability of finance on soft terms cannot duly compensate for the lack of infrastructure facilities. That means along with the availability of finance, small scale and medium enterprises need infrastructure facilities as well. Therefore, here we discuss the institutional support available to entrepreneurs to run their enterprises effectively. So in this video, we will discuss both the financial and non-financial support being offered to small and medium enterprises in Indian context. Need for financial support. We know that small-scale industries find it difficult to have resources and facilities of their own because they are very small in size and they are run by not big corporates, people with low income, relatively low income. And many of the small and medium enterprises are started by the upcoming entrepreneurs. They do not have much income and other supports. Therefore, small-scale industries find it difficult to have resources and facilities of their own. Finance is an important resource as it helps them to procure land, labor, materials, and machines. And finance is therefore considered as the lifeblood for an enterprise. Governments have come up with development funds on soft and liberal conditions to help the small-scale sector. Small-scale industries also require infrastructural facilities to start and operate their own business. Creation of infra involves huge funds, which the small units do lack. Therefore, government institutions have come forward to help small units by providing them support and facilities. Availability of the institutional support helps make the economic environment conducive to business or industry. Let us discuss the first institution which provides supports to the small-scale industries in India. This institution is National Small Industries Corporation Limited, in short, NSIC. It was set up in 1955. Since then, it has been promoting, aiding, and fostering the growth of small-scale units in our country. At present, the NSIC operates through 6 zonal officers and 26 branch offices. It also manages overseas operations from its offices located in Dubai and Johannesburg. Its South African operations are being controlled from Johannesburg office, and it has its presence in Gulf also, and Gulf operations are done from Dubai. What are the functions of NSIC? Main functions of NSIC are provide machinery on hire purchase scheme to small units, provide equipment leasing facility, provide helps in export marketing of products, participate in bulk purchase program of governments. Distribute raw materials among small units through material depots, help in up-gradation of technology and modernization programs, impart training in various industrial trades, develop prototype of machines and equipment to pass on to small units for commercial production, set up small-scale units in other developing economies on turnkey basis, construction of industrial estates. Then, now we turn to the marketing support offered by NSIC. NSIC has devised a number of schemes to support small enterprises in their marketing efforts. These schemes are Consortia and Tender Marketing. Small enterprises in their individual capacity face problems to procure and execute large orders. because they are very small in size, therefore they cannot get or they cannot execute big orders which they get from the government or other agencies. Therefore, NSIC adopts consortia approach to ease out or marketing problems of small-scale enterprises. These orders are then distributed to small units. Second, buyer and seller meets. Bulk and operational buyers such as railways and defense are invited to participate in buyer-seller meets to enrich small-scale industries' knowledge regarding terms and conditions and quality standards required by the bulk buyers. NSIC takes initiative to arrange these meets. So buyer and seller meets are regularly conducted by NSIC to give full knowledge to the small-scale industrial units as to how can they be engaged in bulk purchases from organizations like railways and defense department. Third, single point registration for government purchase. NSIC operates a single point registration scheme for small-scale industries in our country. The registered units get the following facilities: issue of tender sets free of cost, advance intimation of tenders issued by government purchasers, exemption from payment of earners' money, waiver of security deposits, and issue of competency certificate. Fourth, exhibitions and technology fairs to showcase the competencies of Indian small-scale industries and to capture market opportunities. NSIC participates in select international and national exhibitions and trade fairs every year. For fifth, export of products and projects. NSIC is a recognized export house and exporting product and projects of small industries of India to other countries. Now, after having discussed this marketing support, now we turn to the credit support. NSIC provides credit support to small enterprises in the following areas. First, equipment financing. It facilitates small-scale industries in securing loans for purchase of equipment and machinery. Second, tie-up with commercial banks. NSIC has tied up with commercial banks for sanction of term loans and working capital facilities as per the convenience of the small enterprises. Then, financing of procurement of raw materials. NSIC aims at helping small-scale industries by way of financing the purchase of raw materials. Financing of marketing activities. NSIC facilitates financing of marketing activities such as internal marketing, exports and bill discounting, financed through syndication with banks. Credit rating. NSIC enables small-scale industries as to ascertain the strengths and weakness of their existing operations and take corrective measures. This is operated through rating agencies like CARE and CRISIL. Now, technology support. NSIC provides the following support services through its technical services centers. First one, advising on application of new techniques, material testing facilities, product designing, common facility support in machining, EDM, CNC, etc., energy and environment services, classroom and practical training for skill upgradation. Other support services by NSIC. NSIC provides the following support services to small-scale enterprises. One is Infomediary Services. Recognizing the importance of information, NSIC provides the following Infomediary Services to small units. NSIC hosts a website for this purpose, www.nsic.co.in. Supplier database. It provides supplier database of raw materials through this site, and it has a segment to collect information about market intelligence, technology providers, institutional linkages, and E2E service and E2B services. And now we turn to the second important institution or institutional facility, that is Software Technology Parks. NSIC Software Technology Parks, STPs, facilitate small industries in setting up of 100% export-oriented units for software exports. The first Software Technology Park was set up in Okhla, New Delhi in 1995, and second was set up in Chennai in 2001. Now, the third important other service is Science and Technology Park, Technology Business Incubators. Emerging technological and knowledge-based ideas have to be fostered and developed in a supportive environment before they become attractive for commercial investments. Hence, the need arises for incubation centers. International cooperation. NSIC facilitates sustainable international partnerships. The emphasis is on sustainable business relations rather than one-way transactions. The salient features of the scheme are exchange of business mission with various countries, exploration of new markets of cooperation, identification of new export markets, sharing of Indian experiences with other developing countries. Now, the second important institution after NSIC is Small Industries Development Organization, SIDCO. This is very familiar because we usually hear about this SIDCO, Small Industries Development Organization, SIDO, not SIDCO. SIDCO is another one, we will see that. SIDO, Small Industries Development Organization. SIDO is a subordinate office of the Department of Small Scale Industries and Auxiliary and Rural Industry, ARI. It's an apex body and nodal agency for formulating, coordinating, and monitoring the policies and programs for the promotion and development of small scale industries. The main functions of SIDO are classified into three. One is coordination, second industrial development, and third extension. Functions relating to coordination. So we will see the functions relating to coordination. To evolve a national policy for the development of small scale industries, to coordinate the policies and programs of various state governments, to maintain a proper liaison with the related central ministers, NITI Ayog and state governments, to coordinate the programs for the development of industrial estates. Now we will come to industrial development, functions related to industrial development. To reserve items for production by small scale industries, to collect data on consumer items imported and then encourage the setting up of units to produce these items by giving coordinated assistance. It is nothing but import substitution. To render required support for the development of ancillary units, to encourage small-scale industries to actively participate in government purchases by giving them necessary guidance, market advice, and assistance. Now, functions related to extension. To make provision to technical services for improving technical progress, production planning, selecting machinery, and preparing factory layout and design. To provide consultancy and training services to increase the competitiveness of small-scale industries. To render marketing assistance to small-scale industries. To provide assistance to economic investigation and information to small-scale industries. Now we will see the third important institutional setup for the small-scale business in our country. That is Small-Scale Industries Board, SSIB. The Government of India constituted Small-Scale Industries Board in 1954 to advise on development of small-scale industries in the country. The SSIB is known as Central Small Industries Board. The Industries Minister of Government of India is the chairman of the SSIB. The SSIB comprises of 50 members, including State Industry Ministers, members of Parliament, not all members, but selected members of Parliament, and other experts. Fourth institution is State Small Industries Development Corporation, SSIDCs. The SSIDCs were set up in various states under the Companies Act 1956 as state government undertakings to cater to the primary developmental needs of the small, tiny, and village industries. Its functions are to procure and distribute scarce raw materials, to supply machinery on hire purchase system, to provide assistance for marketing of the products of small-scale industries, to construct industrial estates, to extend seed capital assistance, provide management assistance to production units. Fifth institution is Small Industry Service Institute, SISIS. The SISIS are set up to provide consultancy and training to small entrepreneurs. The main functions of SISIS are to serve as interface between state and central governments, to render technical support services, to conduct entrepreneurship development programs, to initiate promotional programs. The SISIS also provide assistance to the following areas: economic consultancy, information and EDP, project profile preparation, industrial potential survey, workshop facilities, training in various trades and activities. The sixth important institution setup is District Industrial Centers, DICs. Actually, this was started on May 8, 1978, with a view to provide integrated administrative framework at the district level for the promotion of small-scale industries in rural areas. These are envisaged as single window interacting agency. DIC performs the following functions: to conduct industrial potential surveys, to prepare techno-economic surveys, to prepare action plan for implementing various schemes, to guide entrepreneurs in different matters, to appraise the worthiness of the proposals received from entrepreneurs, to assist entrepreneurs in marketing, to conduct artisan training programs. Seventh important setup, institutional arrangement for helping the small-scale industries in our country is industrial estates. What is an industrial estate? An industrial estate is a place where the required facilities and factory accommodation are provided by the government of India or state governments to the entrepreneurs to establish their industries there. In India, industrial estates have been utilized as an effective tool for the promotion of small-scale industries. They have also been used as an effective tool to decentralize industrial activity to rural and backward areas. Industrial estates are also known as industrial region, industrial parks, and industrial zones. What are the objectives of industrial estates? The main objectives are provide infrastructural and accommodation facilities to small-scale industrial units, encourage the development of small-scale industries in the country, decentralized industries to the rural and backward areas, encourage ancillarization in the surroundings of major industrial units, develop entrepreneurship by creating a congenial climate to run the industries in these estates. Different types of industrial estates. You can classify industrial estates on various grounds. One is on the basis of functions. On the basis of functions, there are two types of industrial estates: general type industrial estates and special type industrial estates. General type industrial estates provide accommodation to a variety of industrial concerns, while the latter, that is special type industrial estate, is constructed for specific industries. Second classification is on the basis of organization setup. There are 4 industrial estates on the basis of organization, Who owns it? That's the main point. They are government industrial estates run by the government, private industrial estates, cooperative industrial estates, and municipal industrial estates. Third is on the basis of other grounds, other variants. There are three types of industrial estates: ancillary industries estates, functional industrial estates, that is for manufacturing the same product, and the workshop bay, or this is industries for repairing works. Now, specialized institutions. We will just list out some specialized institutions set up to boost the growth of the small scale industries in our country. One is Central Institute of Tool Design, Hyderabad, Central Tool Room Training Centers at Bangalore, Calcutta, Ludhiana, and New Delhi, Central Institute of Hand Tool, Jalandhar, Institute for Design of Electrical Measuring Instruments, Mumbai, National Institute of Entrepreneurship and Small Business Development, Noida, National Institute of Small Industries Extension Training, Hyderabad. Technical Consultancy Organization, or TCOs. A network of TCOs was established in the 1970s and 1980s to cater to the consultancy needs of small-scale industries in our country. Its functions are to prepare project profiles and feasibility profiles, to undertake industrial potential surveys, to undertake market research and surveys for specific products, to supervise the project and render technical and administrative assistance, to undertake export consultancy for export-oriented projects, to conduct entrepreneurship programs, to offer merchant banking services, to identify potential entrepreneurs and provide them with technical and management assistance.